Alright, I guess we can start 1 minute early. There we go. Hello everyone, and welcome to Under Construction. I'm your host Ellis, otherwise known as the Admiral, and I always try to walk the line between doing an intro for the people that are live, which they aren't here yet, and doing an intro for the people that will be watching from the beginning, the people watching the VOD. I know some people will always just skip Not Tetris. I know some people will watch just the Not Tetris part and then leave. Because, people are weird like that. But, anyway, it's time to play some Tetris, as we do. Or, well, this isn't Tetris. Dean's here. Hello, Dean. Dean is our first guest. Unless someone else thinks they were here before Dean. In which case, speak up. That way you can get your prize. Your prize is watching me play Cursed Halo. Because I finally downloaded that. I wanted to do a co-op thing. I still might in the future. That's not good. Still might in the future. But the temptation was too great. And so I already had the Master Chief Collection purchased. So now I have it installed. And, yeah, second. There's no prizes for first loser. And, yeah, because Cursed Halo got an update. Like, a substantial update. And, oh boy, it's even more curster. This is not good. There. There. I've just been a little bit of a recluse, otherwise I'd be streaming all of it. Oh. Okay, you know what? I can live with that. I can live with that because that's not going to work out. Yeah, Cursed Halo got a huge update, like, a couple weeks ago. It did... Why are we playing Rubber Jenga? I mean, that's fair. That's definitely not Tetris. I do this... some people have their... Graham, some people have their slides, like, before their stream starts. That's like, oh, the stream will start soon. Just to, like, get people in before they actually start streaming. This is my version of that. Anyway. It added, like, a whole bunch of new weapons, of course. It added a bunch of armor ability, or a handful of armor abilities, even new cutscenes and things. Like, the campaign... Yeah, the campaign is adjusted. Apparently there's a whole, like, Mario Kart section now. I haven't made it there. I just made it through Truth and Reconciliation last night. Which, God, that's a pain. There's a whole bunch of Minecraft stuff that's been added. This is it's the game design. This is game design is my passion. Yeah, there's Mario Kart. There's armor abilities. You can do Kung Fu. There's Minecraft stuff. Like, there's a whole bunch of potions. Minecraft potions that all do different things, but none of them are labeled, so you just have to remember what they are by the colors. There's also, like, Minecraft troops. Some of them have, like, Minecraft shields, which are damn near impenetrable. The types of grenades has gone up to 4. There's a throwable warthog, which then you can drive. The entirety of the library level has been reworked and is now a driving mission. This is going to end very quickly. Except it does different things on Legendary. Like, it's a driving, like, co-op mission where Sergeant Johnson is supposed to drive you through the level, but, uh-oh. No. Oh. That was terrible. That was one of the worst scores we've ever had. Whatever, let's, I just closed out the wrong game. Bring back Trainz. Okay, back into Trainz. We gotta do Tolbrin stuff, of course. That's why we're here. Session. I don't have any water. Oh well. Yeah, so it's beautiful and cursed and, like, terrible. I wish that, it's like the best game, or the best mod ever created for any game, ever. just the detail, excuse me, the detail and the work that's been put into it. I wish I could remember some of the other wacky stuff. I mean, there's like I believe there are more tool guns because he started adding Gary's Mod tool guns to the game. Uh, some of them will. There's a remover tool gun, which does what it says, but you can remove too much and just crash the game. There is a tool gun that's just called Crash, which does exactly what you would think it does. It crashes the game. Hello, Mew. Um, yeah, I think we'll just get up to this river. I should just try to do the farm fields today and then deal with the sort of fiddly bits around them later. Although I should probably just get the road in first. Hello, hello. Reading. It was, it the screen just perfectly covered part of Reading's name, and it looked like it was something Ling. And I just, for whatever reason, that took me to Ding, which Ding Li Ren is one of the competitors in the World Chess Championship, which is currently going on. I've been following along with that via Gotham Chess. Levy Chess. Everyone knows Levy Chess is the son of Gary Chess, who invented chess. How does it feel to use Steam twice, or should I say 1309? We're not. I'm not. We're not. Nope. Mm-mm. Who decided that, by the way? Who came up with that? I know it was nobody like here. It was someone official, right? It's like a name that was given to it. I missed the story on why 1309 is Ellis. I just came back and I saw that, and I was not happy. I mean, I guess of all things, being the double chooch is not too bad. I'll take it. There are worse things, certainly. Pure coincidence. No, but like, who decided? I know it wasn't anyone here that decided. I'm saying, like, why is it Ellis? Are we just gonna have the road parallel this whole way? Because I feel like that's boring. Let's see, I mean, this to here, and then it would have gone this way and met up here. We should probably have maybe an underpass over here then, to a road that goes up this way. Oh, it was a friend of Caden's who decided it. Oh, okay. The real question is, why wouldn't it be? Why wouldn't it be? I don't know, because anything else? Any other names? But it's going relatively good. Hey, you back? Yeah, I know. I had some time off due to family things. But yeah, I back. I also, we will get back to Royales and things at some point. I know, like, the community played one ended poorly. But I got trading cards to sell, so, gotta get back to that at some point. I have I wake up every day not in Cumberland. I'd like to wake up in Maine. But, for real, I need to finish the website. I have a website on the back burner. I have like half of a website made. And I think to do anything else, I needed like pay for Squarespace. So I need to get on that, but I need money for that. I should probably like cancel some sort of subscription or like reduce something to offset the cost. I don't know what though. I have a business to run. Yeah, I do. I've got my own damn business. Alright, so right here-ish. Somewhere else. Oh, okay. I've got to scoot it to the right. Did we find out that these have a length limit? Or was that splines have a length limit that we learned? Yeah, an empire. Yeah, but it's the well, there's your problem kind of railroad empire. It's an empire that stretches all the way from Cleveland to just outside of Cleveland. Uh, that's the empire that I'm working with here. We're missing this chunk here. This area's got to be filled in, probably some more residential. And then this area is probably just going to be trees. And then we have our curve in the road here, which I'm probably going to stretch that out because that's kind of tight, actually. Let's just pull this back to here. Pull this back to here. Yeah, that looks a lot better. A Fomer Empire, yeah. I know. I don't know if you could call Strasbourg an empire of any description. I feel like empires are supposed to be large and expanding. That's like the one thing Strasbourg doesn't do is get bigger. Uh, like they get bigger in a more metaphorical sense, or like a financial sense, or like a publicity sense, but they don't actually expand. Um, they did colonize 611. Yeah, they did. Um, I wonder what the chat on YouTube TV is so derpy. An extension of Strasbourg. Yeah, I don't know where they would go. I wonder, looking at a railroad map, or looking at just like a topographic map, or just a road map, and seeing like, hypothetically, where would you extend Strasbourg? I guess they did colonize Lehman Place. Uh, they did get that extension. Pulling up chat and phone is smart. I've always wanted to do that myself. Rebuilding the tracks to the mill. Yeah. What if they bridge over? They bridge over the main line and they continue like north or whatever. All right, so we're running into a slight problem here, which is, yeah, run on the Keystone Corridor gobbles. Always run to Harrisburg, just like Thomas and the Magic Railroad. We have this diagonal road, which the issue with this diagonal road, and I know, hella voice crack, the issue with this diagonal road is that it doesn't really make any sense. I mean, it makes sense once you get over here. I guess we're just gonna have to deal with it. I mean, keep the grid on this side of the road, and then just sort of part things out on this side. No, I mean, let's just keep the grid. Let's not think too much about it and keep the grid. Lancaster and rebuild the street running railroad. Yep. I knew that was coming. That would be fun. They should unstreamline 611. Who was the... In the most recent podcast, we talked about unstreamlining 611 for the Freedom Train. Which would be... I honestly don't know. I can't call it cursed, because it would honestly be really cool, but... Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. Keep 611 streamlined and make it a 482. You're just doing surgery on the thing. I don't think you should be turning a Northern into a 482 under any conditions. Let's see. I need a bridge. Where's the bridge? This one. You rebuild tracks on the road. They did surgery on a Northern, yeah. Okay. Make it an 060. I mean, they could, if the rumors come true and they end up redoing 3377, does that mean 3254 is going to become the world's largest Northern? They should just put it up on blocks. 2.1 factor of adhesion. What about doing surgery on a 482 to make it a 484? I don't think... No, stop. Well, actually, we had those incredibly cursed Hudsons that we turned into heavy Pacifics on the NEB&W, and those will never like leave my brain. They're terrible. Uh, they're really bad. I don't want to think about them anymore. Oh wait, I have the Yarnish bridges. Hold on. My bad. Oh shoot, I just deleted the river. Open TTD moment. And now... Gosh darn it. Something's gone wrong here. Where's the road? Drake, where's the road? Where is it? We seem to have broken Trainz. Awesome. Love it. This has disappeared all the way down to here. Of course. I'm kind of wondering if... I don't know where it is, first of all. This is not good. I did hit undo. That's how we got here. Let's just relay the road. Using Surveyor 2.0 to fix it would have been very clever. Forget I have all those tools at my disposal. Alright, we're gonna... Before we go any further, then, we are going to undo that. Straighten it out. Put in a spline point. And then set that spline point like so. And then this one like so. Okay. Now, I'm going to connect them. And I think I'm going to put a spline point there. No. Because this is on a slope, so how am I going to do this? Maybe if I do it in Surveyor 2.0, it won't break. Or maybe if I just adjust this slightly. Why is it underground now? Oh, for the love of God. This is why we can't have nice things. It's also why just having the road set on the surface is just the way to go most of the time. Hold on. Let's undo back to here. Because... yeah. This is also why you shouldn't make your splines too long. Because if you do, then bad things happen. Actually, I wanted to remove gradient, but that isn't a thing. Straighten this out. Man, this turned into much more trouble than I needed it to be. Oh, my edge. Alright, we're losing ground here. We're losing ground. Things are getting actively worse the more we mess with them. Let's put the road back one more time. Okay, so if I put this here, straighten it out, because it was straightened before. And now it's cockeyed, but that's fine. No, it's not. Wait a minute. Did those roads always go into the middle of the road? I think they may have. And it also would have been a little bit higher, so it swallowed up the edges of them. And if I do this... Okay. What if I do this? Alright, I don't want to mess with this anymore. I think we're good with this. I don't want to mess with this anymore. But the moment I add another piece of road here, it's going to screw it up. Unless I just add it, and then I continue from there. Alright, so we need a little, like an insulator. An insulator between the thing we're trying to do with the road and the road that we need to not mess with. Because splines, because fun time with splines. Okay. So if I do this, that shouldn't have broken this. Okay, it didn't. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. I would like to use Surveyor 2.0 to extend these bridge ends out over the river. Because with Surveyor 2.0, this is the best tool in Surveyor 2.0. Graham, do your homework. Is being able to do this. It's like Viagra, but for splines. There we go. If I was doing this with track, I would just call it natural railroad enhancement, and it would roll right off the tongue. Alright, back to Surveyor 1.0. Let's not hit drive session, because that will cause problems. How many problems? I'm not entirely sure. I've never quite grasped exactly what happens when I do that. But it's not good. Needless to say. Okay. Now, can I get the road, please? Or the bridge. This bridge. Nope. Why is that an incompatible spline? Bruh. Alright. Let's do it the other way around, then. Maybe that's why it caused so many problems. But they're both Yarnish! Why are they incompatible? This doesn't make any sense. Need to get back into work at Trainz, so idiots. What? Huh? What? Do you mean to train some idiots? Can go to bridge, but oh, okay. I'm glad that isn't just me. I was gonna assume that I had just broken Surveyor in some capacity. Yeah, weird roads. They're not even weird roads. Mason makes weird roads. These are normal roads. These are some normal effing roads. They're the most normal roads you've ever seen in your entire life. I think I want this set of 4. Normal freaking roadways, yeah. These roads aren't in Milwaukee. They sure aren't. I'm gonna try to shake things up with the copy pasting, and I'm working on the session layer again. Didn't I fix that? Did it go back with Surveyor 2.0? Is there a bunch of random crap at the session layer now? And by random crap, I mean like 2 roads. Hold on. Route layer. Route layer. I must have got distracted and never set it to the route layer. Well, that's on the route layer still. What about this? Seed auto route layer. I should probably just go 1 to the left instead of 3 to the right. Yeah, that saves time. Alright. Route layer. Should make these roads privatized? No. Although having some actually private roads would be kind of interesting. Although I found a private road in downtown Providence the other day and I was kind of perplexed. I don't know if I want to... Yeah, toll booth at every intersection. I don't know if I want to run this road all the way through or even to the riverbank. Or if I want to just cut it... like here. In fact, I don't even know what over here is going to be. What's going to be in this triangle. I might just leave it or something. I don't know. I've got all sorts of grids going on, and they don't line up with one another. See, I want to grab... Excuse me. I want to grab this to here. A taco truck in every corner and a toll booth at every intersection. Turn that off. Turn that on. Set it to add. Turn that off. Oh, slight issue. This doesn't line up. Like, we don't know where to line it up. I think it's like there. If I eyeball this right, it's going to be the most amazing thing you guys have ever seen in your entire lives. Okay, I quit route building. That's good enough. Yeah, we're good. I'll never... I've peaked. I can't do better than that. Yeah, and this happens, doesn't it? Like, I'm not going crazy here. This isn't something that I've just made up. I mean, it happens out west, is what I was thinking of. In Colorado, there's stuff like this. Hold on, get rid of the ground. There we go. You know what? I want to try this again, though. I want to scoot it one to the left and see if it lines up, but now I don't know where it was. Wait, I just undid and it said I couldn't undo the thing. What's gonna happen? Nothing. Apparently I can't undo. I've reached an unundoable point. And the grid is gonna be slightly misaligned. Oh god. The horror. I don't have a golf course, but I should put one in. Should absolutely put one in. The railroad turned left through the fields for no discernible reason. Yeah. That's not gonna do it. Missed the corner there. Give me this. It'll only let me do halves on one side and not on the other. That's always a little bit weird. Oh look, double road. Double king. Okay. The double chooch. Like 5 degrees off parallel. Oh man. That would hurt. That would hurt to build because I'd have so many triangular fields. The whole idea of this was that I could do all these fields with minimal effort. And that's not working out. How about like there? I'm still not quite lined up with anything. But I'm getting to like normal Trainz route level of not caring. Like normal Trainz route level of detail. Where you have, yeah, things are just sort of there. Not everything makes total sense. Alright, let's go here. Here. Okay. Let's do this. Let's keep off the, last episode it was such a, you know, I just, like, did politics the whole episode. I'm done with that. We're not doing that today. Even though I have thoughts, but I'm just like, nah, you know what, nah. We good. Been there, done that. I'm wondering if this is even going to line up, and if it doesn't, then I know where to put my road. Because, let's see. This one, I'll grab this color, because this color is probably going to be pretty well removed. My only concern is that after I go through all this, what's going to happen is there are going to be too many little pieces that don't line up that I am then going to forget, and I'm not going to fix. What I want to do, else talks politics while trying to use a broken from factory computer program. Yeah, it's true though. What I want to do is, yeah, get to like over here. Let's see. Where can I grab from? Yeah, this set right here. And then we'll go through all this with a fine-tooth comb and get rid of all the double roads and get rid of the weird sort of texture clipping in places. I think we should give some attention to that. I think by and large this is going to be a um, pretty easy set of area to do. Oh, you know what I'm not doing though? I'm not rotating, and I feel like I should. All right, undo that. How about there? Yeah, those roads are pretty well lined up. Because I think if I just rotate it 90 degrees, I might be able to get away with just putting a second set right here. Nah. No, I mean, not without replacing some of the other textures. I think this one, maybe. But not... Hmm. I really... What I'm worried about right now is just duplicating colors. I don't want to have too many of the same... Like, I'm trying to be random, but random in the human way, where it's not actually random. It's just like, you've gone out of your way to make sure there's no, like, pattern. Which I suppose is what random is, but you guys know what I mean. We had this discussion on randomness like 2 episodes ago. But that's what I mean. Humans are bad at random. I don't want to rehash it right now, but well, we have 3 in a row. Tic-tac-toe, guys. Yeah, I mean, we've got the farms following the rivers and things like that over here. Honestly, these fields should all be much smaller, is the issue. That's why they don't feel as real, and they don't have the granularity that genuine farm fields of this of that type do in real life. They're usually a lot smaller and a lot thinner, I think. Just from trolling around on Google Maps, you know. When you're trying to make a Trainz route that's even like half realistic, uh, Google Maps is your best friend. Just fiddling around on Google Maps and finding stuff is just the way to go. Zoom out and... Yeah, no, I mean, I could make pixel art. I could do that. You zoom out of the farm fields and it's just Mario. Or Mr. Chief. This is the edge. This is the edge. The edge of the whirl. Although, where does... Oh, I see, I see. At whirl's edge. Man, the surveyor was having a really rough day when he came and worked these corners out, that's for sure. Or like it says something. You zoom out and it's like, is that goofy drawing TM near Leighton on Horseman Route? Yeah. Yeah, nice, goofy drawing TM. Okay, now what? So, this looks weirdly three-dimensional. It's making me uncomfortable. And it's because of this. So, let's fix this. Again, I mean, I said we'd come back and whatever, but I think we're just going to do things one tile at a time, one farm field at a time. Also, I'm not entirely sure why I'm saying farm fields the way that I do instead of just fields or just farms. It's not like you won't know what I'm talking about. I don't need to be that specific. I mean, I guess I'm being overly accurate. I don't know, for the folks that know farming much better than I do. Uh, is that me being redundant or is that me being super accurate? I don't think any of the. Oh wait, Mopac was here. It's like I don't know how many of the farm people are here right now. Somebody pinged me. Oh, it was in a different. It was not someone pinging me. All right, let's do this. This is for, yeah, there is some grass in the middle here. That's a weird looking basketball field, yeah. I think, I think I named one of the teams the Mariners to just talk about sports. Um, well, they aren't pastures for sure. Yeah, I know, that's why I was thinking. It's like, well, farm fields, farm pastures. If you say farms, it could be a lot of different things. Um, Spreadsheet mines. Let's see. Do I put in... Hello, Master Badger. Do I put in some sort of... Geiger City lagmen, yeah. Do I put in some sort of other thing? With this road going across here. I mean, you have to figure that this road was probably rerouted a long while ago. This would not be a new thing, and I wouldn't be surprised if there are basically no remnants if the fields were sort of rejiggered and parted out again. And then that means this is the line where we're going to be putting uh, our road instead of right along the railroad. We'll just put it right here. I don't really know what you do in between the road and the railroad. Probably just short, narrow fields. Devon cores. Oh, demon cores. Like Devon from Well, There's Your Problem? The editor? Okay. Let's see. This is the longest single piece. Although it falls a little bit short over here. I probably should have copied that before we, We need a Well, There's Your Problem on the Demon Core. That'd be fun. Let's see, we're going all the way to here. It's going to be quite a few fields. I'm going to try to turn one around again. And then we could replace some of these. Like some of these textures with textures that haven't shown up in this general area, but of course we don't have to. We can just leave it. I'm getting all my scenery work done in here, so I'm not doing it in Geiger. I've got other things in the mind when it comes to that. But we will probably have a Sunday driving this coming weekend and get to working in Geiger once again. This is a call to everyone that can. Maybe I should have it on replace instead of this. I just don't know what... Well, TJ probably knows what the priorities are. He is the mayor. There we go. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly when we're going to do that, but we're going to have a stream at some point. One of these days. One of those days in this week. Let's see. Let's grab this block of 8. This is going to be an ambitious paste. Honestly, it might be better than a Dem doing it. Or did I just grab 10? Did I just grab 10? I just grabbed 10. Okay, well, whatever. Let's try that. Put all that on the clipboard and see what happens. Eh? Lag. Okay. That came out better than I might have hoped. That brings us substantially... That's like we're halfway there to the river. We're halfway to the river. This is awesome. I love copy-paste. I love copy-paste. Let's try to delete the extra roads. We're going to need to do some work on this one. That ain't it. What about this? Trying to keep these lined up. It is not working. As long as we're not driving through corn, okay? Although the driving through corn scene in Ghostbusters Afterlife is one of the best ones. Well, I guess it's driving through wheat, huh? Hear any strange voices in the corn while you guys were in there? No, just me? I could do this different ways. I could do this with turf effects. I feel like that would be an additional computer killer. I realized that a lot of the computer killing that was going on in Tolbrand had to do with the AI. Now we're back and we can do AI again. We didn't have an incident last time we tested, although I don't know if I'm going to test today. It really depends how hungry I get in about an hour and a half. Alright, so we got this. Let's see, I want to grab just another piece for here that we don't have represented. Maybe like... I want to get a light and a dark right next to one another. Like one of these lightish cornfields and one of these dark green ones. Although the only light one we have is this one. Yeah, so let's grab this pair. Come on down and try the corn. But how's everyone's week's been? How's everyone's last 2 weeks been? I mean, it's been a little while. Again, I apologize for not being around. But such is life sometimes. Okay, this is why we had a problem earlier. Really good. Master Badger, that's great to hear. Where is the spline point for this? Seems like, oh, it's right there, huh? Nope, that's not it. How about this one? Nope, that's not it. How about, that's not that one. Grab the endpoint. Ah, it's right there. Okay, I see it. There we go. That's much better. Much, much better. It's got its ups and downs, a net result of okay. Well, Mew, I'm looking forward to seeing you in a couple weeks. Or in a week and a couple days, really. I do like the idea of carpooling. I just don't know what time you'd want to get there. And of course, we should definitely hash this out on a stream. What we're doing is we're going to the, what is it? The Kent... No, it's the Connecticut Antique Machinery something? I have it in our chat. I just don't know what it's called. I was trying to explain it to my cousin. I was at a family gathering of sorts this past, well, yesterday. And my cousin, who is 15 years older than me, yeah, Connecticut Antique Machinery Association. Okay, thank you. Has a, I don't know, like an 8-year-old son or something, and I was trying to like loop him into some of the model train shows and things. But I mentioned this might be coming up in the expressed interest, so I don't know if that throws a wrinkle in travel plans or whatever. They're probably going to get themselves there. But yeah, I am not coming alone, asterisk. Well, I'm not, you know, I mentioned it to them, so they may also be there. They live in Connecticut, so it's a little bit less annoying for them to get there. Alright, let's see. I want to, like I said, I want to get one of the dark squares right next to one of these really light squares. I'm going the wrong way. I want to spin that around. Undo. I almost hit ZZ because... Almost hit ZZ because of freaking... something... Because of not Tetris. Where in Connecticut? I wish I knew. It's been a really long time since I've been to their place. Like, many years pre-COVID. They've been having their life raising their kid. I honestly had not seen a lot of my mom's side of the family until these last couple weeks. I hadn't seen them in quite some time. Well, actually, I saw them at my aunt's 70th birthday party, which was a couple of like maybe a month ago, and then saw them again fairly soon afterward. There we go. Okay. Now I need something with this next to it that isn't this or this. How about the corn? Yeah, what about if I do this and then rotate it? Or this, even. Now, let's do this one. Although, this would be nice because we don't have any fallow fields out there. Muffled choo-choo in the distance, yeah. Alright, there we go. I had that going off in one of my work meetings, and one of my coworkers was just like chuckling. He goes, "Is that you?" I went, "Yeah." "Yeah, that's me." Nope, wrong way. Look how similar these look on the ground and how different they look in space. Interesting. So like when you're doing pixel art on Minecraft maps, you have to know what goes to what. I'm gonna see if I can find an example of this really quick, and what they do. Probably, again, I'm gonna go straight to Iowa. I don't even mean to, but that's where I end up. Like, if we look at these, at how they line up, and if there is a... I mean, there are plenty of places where there's, like, a road that goes diagonal, but if there's a road and a railroad that go... that have a space between them, that's less than, yeah, here's one. It's honestly... I mean, it seems to be farmland. Yeah, it's just long farms. It's like double wide plots, which is sort of what I expected to have. Stationary steam engines, Hawaiian 3-foot steam loco. Oh, that's the one. Oh man, TJ, are you still here? There's the Hawaiian. There's the Hawaiian locomotive. I'm gonna go out to Kent on the 7th. Oh, I'm sorry, my nose is just so itchy. I don't know. It always happens when I'm doing this show. Yeah. Farm engines coming in. Are there any? Are there gonna be any like road locomotives? I've never actually seen a station like a, you know, like a steam tractor. This is the 6th and 7th. I know I'm going down on the 7th. This is in Kent though. It's a zillion miles away. It's a 3-hour drive from my house. I'd like to grab this portion, but I also want this. So you're just gonna mix and match. I also need to put in these so that I know where to line it up on the other side. Oh wait, no, we're lining it up on, like, here, like right up against the tracks. Yeah, because these are too close to the edge, so I can't grab from there. But I can grab, let's see, 2 goes almost to the edge, so I need a 3. I need a 1x3 section, which this is going to be it right here. I didn't realize it was the place with the 3-foot Hawaiian engine. I don't know why. I'm glad that this was discussed here on stream, otherwise I would have felt really bad that I went without TJ. So I am looking forward to it. And yes, TJ also be part of the carpool. I don't know. I don't know what the plan is for getting there. It's always an operation. I hope I have my wagon back by then. I would like to. It's being less of a pain in the butt than my other car. Not that that's saying much. Someone was doing like donuts there in the mud. It looked like static consolidation with a cabbage stack. It's a bonus. Yeah. Myself, Gloria, TJ, my cousin and his son. Probably. It may be my cousin and his wife and his son. I don't know what the plan is with them. Again, we don't need to worry about them. It's just, that's the facts of the matter. Mostly, I just can't keep my mouth shut, you know. But no, I was trying to get together with them and hang out and, you know, trying to induct little Joey, is his name, into the ranks of Fomerhood. He can grow up someday and buy trading cards. Alright, let's put this here. It's a party. My Toyota SUV or my normal car. Oh yeah. No, I don't think we need to worry about getting my cousins there. They're certainly going to handle themselves. It's just going to be, yeah, the 5 of us, I guess that would be. 4 of us. 4 of us. Whatever the situation is. Play it by ear, perhaps. Let's see. I want to grab... What four square do I want? Oh, wait, I can't grab from here because of the edge. Hmm. I may be picking up Mew, is the thing. We were sort of tossing around the idea of a carpool. Um, yeah. Alright, I'll grab these. Right? Is that the same? Have two of the same next to one another? I'll spin it around. Yeah, the idea of going and doing this is the interesting part. Always try to carpool. It's good for the environment and cars and money. Uh, that's the education. That's yeah, the education portion of today. If you don't want to rack up many miles, oh please. I am anti racking up miles. I am less than 1,000 miles from the 250K mark in the wagon. I'm very excited for that. It's also good for banter. I mean, it's a one-sided conversation. I don't know. Um, oh what? Oh, carpooling, you mean? I was thinking the relevance to this show, but yes, no, you're right. Um, let's see. Let's see. Let me clear out the double road. We want to reduce the number of lanes. Road diet, please. Get rid of that. And then just sort of button this up. At least bring them so they touch one another. If I'm going to deal with human carpooling for anything, but we're going to we're now impromptu working out a going to Connecticut Antique Machinery show where there's 3-foot gauge steam, which is cool, but not the cool kind of narrow gauge. And other stuff. We have the steam up here in October. I'm looking forward to that. Actually, I think it's in September this year, the Yankee steam up. It's not, it is seldom in September. Because usually it's just like, alright, I'm going to grab basically as many as I can in this direction. Kama. Oops. Yeah, Connecticut found one more cool thing. But that's why it's 3-foot instead of 2-foot. Oh, there we go. Scoot this over. Remember the guy at the Big E that was very uninterested in the Yankee steam up? Well, I can't remember who that was, but I mean, it's big, but if you want to see things moving, it's not very interesting. I mean, things do move, but they just don't move around, like they stay in the building. The big stationary engines are cool, but they are in fact stationary. I don't remember the guy you were talking about. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I don't remember. Oops. A couple stationary engines. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. Let's get cool stuff. Obviously, broad gauge. Don't you start. Is Kaiserin paying you? Someone tell her there's someone standing broad gauge out here. She needs to come get her minion. Broad gauge is interesting, though. I mean, it's sort of... It's what makes me realize that gauge is arbitrary. You know, obviously it is, but, like, standard gauge is standard gauge because it is. Anything could be standard gauge. From the point of view of you know, someone who's worked in, like, Iberian gauge or Russian gauge all the time, What is standard gauge? What's the point? Uh, so I don't know. It's it is neat. I think the reason that broad gauge, as we think about it as foamers, gets sort of a meh rap is because it mostly died out aside from those systems which were wholly broad gauge, and we don't really think about them as broad gauge because they don't sit next to, well, A, they aren't that big comparatively, and B, they don't sit next to standard gauge most of the time and just look imposing. uh, I have something to live for till next weekend. Oh, poor TJ. TJ's having a rough go of it. I mean, ain't we all? But you know, can I have grass, please? Thank you. There we go. Just gotta tidy up one little farm field at a time. But yeah, I mean, because broad gauge kind of dropped off. Broad gauge is like the Neanderthal of rail power. It just got killed off by standard gauge way before it I guess would have otherwise. Let's see. Let's go all the way to here. Or no, screw it. Let's go all the way to the end. Yeah, let's do it. Both sides of my family are from Portugal. Yeah, I don't know, but Iberian gauge isn't even that different. Even Russian 5 foot gauge isn't that different. And Iberian is a little bigger than 5 feet, right? Uh, which it just makes me think like it's not. It doesn't stick out to me as being broad gauge. Um, in a different dimension, broad gauge became standard gauge. Yeah, I don't really doubt that. I mean, I. It's just one of those things. History took a certain turn and standard gauge became standard gauge, and oh my god, now you can tell how poorly aligned this all is. Oh boy, that's bad. That's real bad. Let's start from here instead. Lisbon Trolley and Kaiser's Dimension. Absolutely. Let's grab from here. Is this more or less lined up? I mean, 5 foot is nice because it's just a round number. There's no other real reason to like 5. Like, there's nothing special about it. Let's put this. The real base dimension is the dimension where 2 foot gauge becomes standard gauge, but you all knew I was going to go there at some point. If nobody else did. Okay. I wanted to put that the other way. Whatever, let's turn it around and do it again. I just, or 8 3/4 if you're a Pensy, yeah. Or 8 1/4 if you're New York. It is said that the only reason the PR had that funky gauge is because the New York Central did it the other way around, and they said, well, they don't do anything right. Let's do it our way, and so they just went the other way with it. I think this got a little squished. Streaming it till Steamtown finishes 3713. Yeah, that's sure. You know what? I will be streaming until Steamtown finishes 3713. Once a week, right here and under construction. However, I will also continue doing it after they finish 3713. Because I'm not doing it based on that. I just would like it to happen. I've heard good things. I've heard that there is work getting done at Steamtown again, which is very exciting. It's always a bummer to talk to the always optimistic 3713 folks at the Big E, and to see them not optimistic for once was very sad. It was just like, things just aren't going right now. We really hope we can get back to it sometime soon. We don't have an agreement to work and yada yada. It broke my heart. Um, but yeah, I need to get over to some of the other folks that we talked to. I need to send some follow up emails about trading cards to places like Essex and things because they all seemed fairly interested. Essex and the Maynard Gauge especially seemed very interested, and I sent out my email and then I just never heard back. Um, the 470 people have also dropped off the radar a little bit. I assume they've just gotten busy, or it's winter and things have cooled down. Uh, but spring is here. Spring has sprung. Sometimes you got to be persistent. The cards, they sell well enough when it comes to Kickstarter, but I need that to happen in real life too. Need to get my foot in the door at some museum. I get a trading card for some obscure 1800s locomotive. I mean, $20, I'll make a trading card for anything if I can get the stats in a picture. I'm even probably going to be making a special order card for a fictitious locomotive at some point soon. Yeah, it cooled down. And then it was 90 degrees. It wasn't supposed to be a pun. Get it out of here. Let's do that. Attach it right up to here. Northern, that means I can do yours too. Okay. This. I need to get some grass in here. Make Mississippi. Oh no. We have, I think, at least one more verses lined up with Mississippi. Uh, for the podcast. I don't know if it's any good. I don't remember what it is. It's been a while. What is NS 3422? Please enlighten me. It'd be great if we made like a bunch of trading cards based on like Bicolus. Oh, okay, yeah. Um Mississippi versus John Bull, yeah, I think that might be it. Um no, I think oh shoot, what was I saying? Yeah, I can do whatever with $20. I don't know what to do next. I should do this area, less pressure. Also, these didn't line up, and that's so annoying because they were supposed to be lined up. I earn too much money and need things to spend it on. Oh no. Yeah, well, the trading card production line has been kind of stopped up for one reason or another, and I just want to get this damn website out of the way so that I can get back to it. But the thing is, I need money to make the website, so I've been waiting on that because I've been fixing car and doing other things, and prepping for trips this year and things like that. Let's grab this block of 8, or 4, or 6, or whatever it is. This is a block of 6. Okay. Well, I could do 8. So let's do 8. Why not? All right. There we go. Before we do that, oh, wrong button. I wanted to move something or add a road over there because I noticed I'd forgotten one. Whatever. Let's just paste this over here. Right there. I recently revisited a amazing piece of media, for lack of a better word, that some of you may be familiar with. Uh, 220, which is a thing by John Boyce. We haven't had a release of John Boyce stuff in like 6 months. There's been a teaser, but that's about it. And I think I was having withdrawals from that kind of content, which is why I was watching so much Bobby Broccoli. And man, just going through that again, and what college football will be like in the future, what year is it, that sort of everything. It's special, man. It's a really, really unique and very cool way of storytelling, not from even just a media perspective, but just from a perspective. uh 6755 or 22, so it's an M1 versus the Frisco thing. um Soon TM. I actually don't have any spaces on the document to add more now, but when I do, then I will add more. Okay, so I need to put in. There's got to be a cross street here, I think, because this would have been where the road lined up to. So let's grab this. We're making lots of progress. We've only spent an hour on this, which is honestly kind of impressive. Um, let's just delete the... Nope. Delete the dirt roads so that we can put in some actual roads. Nope, I deleted grass. Deleted grass again. There we go. Nope, there we go. Took a couple of attempts. This one is way out of alignment. This is bad. How did this happen? You can't trust anything. I should have just drawn out the grid and then gone in by hand. This is what happens when you rush stuff and try to take shortcuts. That's a life lesson. When you want things to look right, you really gotta dedicate yourself to it. But, let's see, straight line through here. I want to get it out of the way of the, out of the way of the grass. Let's see, to like here. Uh-oh, Gloria's gonna make the pizza already. Dang. 8:12. I've been at this for an hour and 12 minutes. Gloria's getting hungry. Oops. So we might have AI work anyway. At least in terms of checking timings. Let's put that like that. Let's do this. Let's do this. I mean, we're just gonna have to clear out all the grass because it's gonna get in the way. No. We'll get rid of that. I like how there are still some leftover, like, where we tried to make things look really good and make the connections between roads and everything, and that went out the window so quickly when I realized how many of these fields I had to make. For the record, how long are those big pivot things that you see out in the fields? I know they can't be that long because we managed to fit them in Rhode Island. I see them in South County. We used to have quite a bit of farming, especially dairy farming, around Rhode Island. Maybe not especially dairy farming, but that's one of the farming type industries that hung on for a while. Yeah, the big pivoting crop sprayers. How long are those? I don't I don't know when they were invented. Uh, so their variable unit size going to be okay. I I probably should have figured that one out by looking at them. I wonder what the longest one is. And where in Russia is it? Because I'm sure. I want that. I want that, like the space race, but it's a race to make like the world's largest pumpkin. And I know that's a competition, that's a thing that exists, but I want that to be like a world stage largest pumpkin sort of thing, and see what kind of massive vegetables we can get out of that, out of uh, massive superpowers pooling their resources to make enormous vegetables. Why can't we ever have space like flexing of might of like, man, I can help the most people. Gloria is putting more cheese on the incredibly cheesy pizza and then is going to wonder why their gut hurts later when we are both lactose intolerant and both well aware of that. You utter fool, a pumpkin is a fruit. It is? Pumpkin's a fruit? I mean, I believe you. I don't know if I should. It's a fruit. Somebody please prove Matt right or wrong. Actually, Google can do that. Is a pumpkin a fruit? Fruit. Oh, it is a fruit. Man, alright, now put that in a fruit salad. Pumpkin. Gloria also did not know pumpkin was a fruit. Hello, Orion. Oh, there's someone over here that grows massive, massive pumpkins. Uh, yeah, they have a really cool, like, Victorian-looking house, and sometimes in their yard you'll just see, like, humongous pumpkin under a tarp. Uh, I mean, I don't think they're growing it for fun. I bet they grow it for a competition. Uh, let's see, let's clear up some of this. I mean, do I just sort of tidy this up and then just attach things? That look like a sad slob. Uh, tidy this up and just attach the ends together and call it a day. Definitely an off-color joke there, but I'm not going to find it. Okay. Yeah, I don't, Tomato is the one that people go, oh, that's a fruit? I didn't know that was a fruit. That one seems obvious enough to me, because, like, it's juicy. What? Yeah, I'm aware, I know, I just said that. Gloria is now expounding that a tomato is, in fact, a fruit.
I had to fix that pizza because the mozzarella slab was fucked up.
Okay. Yeah, well, you fixed it by adding more cheese to it.
Yes, but I also fixed the mozzarella slabs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like it's like pepperonis made of mozzarella. That's the size and shape of the cheese on this incredibly cheesy pizza.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, baby.
Hi, my love.
I love you.
Trying to put a crib together for the baby.
Oh God.
It's a mini crib.
Is she struggling?
Yeah, a little bit.
Mm.
She put it in. She got it all together. She got the bolts in, and she put it in the wrong way.
Put what in the wrong way?
So it has to be facing a certain way so the crib can support the bed.
Okay.
The mattress. And
Yeah.
she put the thing in the wrong way.
So she had to disassemble it and reassemble it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's why she should have just hired me.
That's what she said. She said I should have had Alice come over and fix it.
Did you tell her I assembled a deck box today? That was my big project. I went over to my mother's apartment and built a deck box, which, man, poor design on that thing. Made in the USA, whoop-de-doo, it sucked. It was, like, you had to screw most of the screws through, like, straight through plastic. It had little divots to, like, point you in the right direction, but, the hell's that? Oh, it's Graham. Not deck in a box. Yeah, my deck in a box. Um, it's in a box. But no, it's a freaking deck box. Just like you'd see at like a beach house, like a plastic box that you can put stuff in. Uh, Much bigger than my mother expected it to be. And also, instructions were at best, and materials were at best. Again, just like hand drilling, I guess. Hand screwing screws through thin plastic, which is like you have to physically puncture it with the screw as you're going in. You know, no pilot hole, nothing. Not threaded. And then, because it's thin plastic that you're supposed to be able to puncture with a screw, what happens? Well, you turn it one turn too much and it just strips the plastic and the screw is not holding anything anymore. I think Brittany's mad at me for flexing my deck boxing skills. Let's extend the road this way. We have a lot of touching up to do. Let's clear up all of this grass because we're going to have to put it back by hand later after the road is in. And that's a real life thing too. When you do highway projects, then you do the remediation afterwards. You ever see like, you know, they build an embankment and it's just covered in dirt, and you go, okay, well now we got to put sod on that, got to put grass on that. I've heard of chess boxing, but this is a new one. I played some 5D chess. I'd love to play more 5D chess. I should do that on a stream. I should challenge my viewers to 5D chess with multiverse time travel. Who would? I mean, there's only like 2 people in the chat, but show of hands who would show up for that. I mean, it doesn't have to be me. It's with you can do Steam remote play. Hello, I'm new. Is this a game? This is okay. So this what I'm doing right now is Trainz Road Simulator 2022. I have been building a railroad here for several years, and also running the railroad. But mostly this is just a hangout, chit chat. Welcome to the stream. While I build some towns and farms and houses and railroads. And actually, let's go to my pride and joy, Mason Valley. So, again, it doesn't look like too much, but when the weather kicks in and all these spline points are hidden, it looks a hell of a lot better. But yeah, this is the Tolbrin Peninsula. This is part of a much larger project. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you think so. I'm glad you think this is impressive. I have really poured myself into this. This is the largest town so far. This is Olive. We have a very fleshed out old school residential district with lots of trees. You can go down to ground level and wander around this town, which has no people in it because it's a train simulator. But, you know, building a new development over here. Every model railroad has a construction scene or several. So this is no exception. Where's Ash? Let's go visit Ashbury Ranch. There's always this stuff around every corner. Got a little horse ranch up here nestled in the hills. If things will load. Of course, the copious amount of spline points definitely doesn't help with the prettiness of it. But, oh, I forgot I built this over here. Okay, so for people in cities, what if you programmed a sidewalk to have an invisible road with traffic that is just people models instead of cars? That would be really cool, and yeah, you could hypothetically do that. I mean, we also have the drivable workers, like that exists. Oh man, my pressure just changed, now I can't hear. That was weird. Oh, we're back in Pan Am. I need to finish Pan Am, that's right. It's been an hour and a half and I've just been building fields. But yeah, welcome, Leap. I don't know how you found your way in here, but if you're just trolling the YouTubes for contents. But we were just talking about, I guess, chess. I was about to get into a thing about doing 5G chess with my viewers. I well, uh, yeah, do not have sanity left for 5D chess. No, Northern, don't worry. I don't know what I'm doing either. Most of the games that I win by going, huh, okay, I guess I won. Because it tells you, oh, you've checkmated your opponent. It's like, oh, I have? It'd be kind of interesting if they took out checkmate from 5D chess and made it, I was trying to put a road in, wasn't I? Somewhere over here. There it is. Uh, if they took out checkmate and just made it so you had to capture your opponent's king, and like, um, you could totally miss checkmate or miss an like the ability to capture your opponent's king. I'm gonna have to build an underpass here. Um, the walking motion is just too slow for the speed they're going at. Yeah, I mean that's yeah. You just need to change the. Well, I guess it wouldn't be an engine spec. You need to change the human spec. Change how fast the person walks. Alright, we're going to go into Surveyor 2.0 so I can make this a dead straight line. At least as best I can. Actually, no, wait a minute. Ah, I know what to do. This is going to hurt your eyes. Where's wireframe mode? Show wireframe. It's F9. Okay, so let's just follow this line. It's a boring thing to figure this out. Or boring thing to come in on just building this area because it's nothing. It's so much nothing. Also, I think I went over the line, and if I go over the line when I delete the excess tile, it's gonna delete the road, which won't be good. Don't want that. Alright, F9. And we're back. It's one of the things... I forgot that was an option. I forgot it was a button. And then... we got... I was just, like, mashing keys, and the wireframe came up. And I went, oh, right. I can see through the world if I want to. Generic human noises. I don't want to know what that would sound like. I don't think I want to know. I think I'm good not knowing, actually. Just like grunts and moans. Someone's walking along the sidewalk, but it sounds like something else. Alright, generic human sounds. Yeah, I need like the alien's idea of what a human is and does. Caveman grunts. Record your own human sound effects. It's like a Care Bear, but it's just a dude. Oh, shoot. And I've deleted the road. It's a Care Gym. Or a Careless. Let's just call it Careless. Alright, I'm gonna have to build an underpass, and I'm not totally sure how to do that. If every route was MPS, I would ask TJ to figure it out. Because TJ's good at this stuff. Just followed by a grunt, followed by occasional fart. Careless shoe store. Thud, 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 thud. Here's what I should probably put spline points here and here. No? Wrong tool. Wrong tool. Ah, yeah, you know what? That's one of the things that you can totally get away with in, totally get away with in regular... God damn it, there it goes. In Surveyor 2.0, but it doesn't work like that in Surveyor. Which is a blessing and a curse, because in Surveyor 2.0, you have one tool for everything, and you can just click on the wrong thing all the time. Oh, I want to move the track. Nope, that's the wall. I want to move the track. That's the grass. I want to move the track. And that still happens with, like, roads and things. But... sorry, I got distracted by something Gloria was saying in the background. Yeah, the... Don't remember what I was saying. Whatever. Point is, uh, Careless Shoe Store. I don't remember now. It's like, for those of you, Trainz is already in the Twilight Zone, perhaps. For those of you that have seen Steven Universe, it's, like just guys. Uh, there's a collectible in Steven Universe that are just guys, which are just like action figures, but they don't do anything, and they just have like normal jobs. Um, it's an incredibly mundane version of what an action figure could be. Oh right, the tools. Yeah, I think I made my point. It's a blessing and a curse. Um, let's just flatten this out. I want enough clearance, and I don't know how to get that much clearance. I need to, like, run the tile loop, so to speak. Speaking of running the tile loop, we have a new OpenTTD server coming up. Maybe my life will be less chaotic. Maybe I can play OpenTTD um, and also work on trading cards. What the hell would the Oompa Loompa songs for us be? The Oompa Loompa songs for the Iron Horsemen would just be terrible. I've got another, I don't know, hopper for you. I need the Ivan Oompa Loompa song. This needs to be straightened, this needs to be not straightened, and that needs to be not straightened. But I don't know what is and isn't straightened, so... Also, there are so many reasons why we're never getting, that's not low enough. Why we are never getting the soundboard in the Iron Horseman server. I'm the man who arranges the oops. That's a song for Willy Wonka right there. You know what? I wonder if I can add... I have thoughts about how to build this bridge or overpass or whatever, but I don't know what to do. And here's the thing, I should make a pick list on the MPS server because now there are assets on there that I would like to use that I do not have. So I'm just gonna find it now. What is this? Holy moly. Why is there no roof? I feel like I've seen this before and I was also perplexed. Okay. Well, whatever. Goodbye. What is... I need something to cover this. What will you do with your Soviet chum? Hopes for a revolution which will not come. Hopes for a revolution which will not come. I need to actually look at what you've written before I try to just extrapolate it. There we go. Which reminds me, I need to get back to writing Iron Horseman, the motion picture. I am very excited to continue from here. The only thing is, I needed to introduce a new character. Because there isn't anyone that I could think of that would fit the position that I was trying to fit. And it was Davenport Yardmaster in 2003. If someone submits an Ivan song for Coffee Shop, oh, I need to go and clean up my submission for this next coffee shop. I thought you were saying that might be your submission for this next coffee shop. And I was going to say, that's terribly cursed. However, I will sing it. Uh, somewhere in Iron Horse and Radio, once in a million years, it'll play Ivan Be Good, which, ah, man. I need to find. Oh, it was a spline, wasn't it? To TJ, are you in MPS? Can you help me out? I'm trying to find something. I've just signed my death warrant. Listen, people still have to make a sign or make a song, okay? I don't. I'm not gonna make it up myself. I need to find. I need to find like abutments. Which let me search filter. Abutment. Abutment D, yes, time for a double feature. Yeah, you're gonna do yours and then also a song. No, that's fine. I I need to find some of the stuff that we used. And it's funny because in multiplayer surveyor, like I know I have all those assets. It's just other people have found them and put them down. And it's easier to find them in MPS because we have fewer so many less assets. Hi Jebediah. Not too much. I've just been building farm fields. Gloria's making a pizza. So we're probably gonna go do AI in Babe, how long is left on the pizza? Soon. I can only imagine because that pizza went in a while ago. Um, oh, 8 minutes. Oh, okay, that's longer than I expected. I've got 8 minutes to figure out this bridge. So, not a ton. You haven't missed a ton. We're not doing any, like, deep philosophical discussion. This week, anyway. I am trying to figure out how to get a bridge in here. What if I find some sort of bridge deck? And honestly, I could scoot them closer together. Bridge deck 8. Like a girder bridge. This is gonna be too wide, isn't it? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Tell me this is the perfect width. Perfect. Okay, hold on. Give me that right there. Whoa! I've sailed off into the great beyond. Okay. I think I want it to be here and oh, that's fine, yeah. Although I think I want to lower it a little bit. This is 100% one of those overpasses that at the slightest hint of rain, it's just full of water. Or underpasses, I guess. I'm sure everyone who drives knows at least like one of those things near you where it's just like, oh, it's raining, I just can't go that way. You know? I can think of multiple over near me. Can I just lower it slightly, like so? Yeah, that works. That's not an 11'8". It's pretty good, actually. No idea where this asset came from, either. Oh well, I'm not upset. I'll take it. And then this way, we'll just go up into the hills or something. If it starts raining, there are roads that I know need to be careful, and I've not found any that I can't drive when it rains. Oh, man. It's gotta be... yeah. There are... There is at least one I can think of over here. And you know who would know it extremely well is Shelby. Because it's right near her house. Well, it's not far from her house anyway. It's one of the main thoroughfares over there. And it goes underneath a railroad bridge. Or, well, it's a bike path now, but it goes underneath what used to be a railroad bridge. Part of the Hartford, Providence, and Fishkill. And the problem over there is so bad, because it's an underpass, it dips. And then comes back up on the other side. So that there's adequate vertical clearance. And it's one of those that it gets so bad that they had to install purpose-built signage that's like, hey, if this light's flashing, just don't drive under the bridge because you won't make it, because it's, you know, it's the water is tall enough that it's gonna f your car up, you know. I just realized we are missing the yellow. Let's spin this around. The real corn-colored fields. Wait, what? Oh, either way I get... Son of a gun. Let's put it here. Okay. Man, this is Shakwat. Okay, let's try it again. Let's scoot it just a little bit to the south, I guess that is. No, that's worse. All right. I just don't know what to do in here yet. Would you call it a number 6 with extra dip? No. Well, oh, I see what you're... Ah ha 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 ah. Funny. Comedy. I was like, what the hell are you... What do you mean? Walter, what are you saying, Walter? But that's... It's one of a couple of places that I know of that's like that. And it really does not take much rain to just make it impassable. Again, completely impassable. Like, drown your car and also yourself level of impassable. The drainage there just isn't good. It's sort of like if... It's what I would assume happened if you tried to fix the 11'8" bridge by digging it out lower, which I know they did, in fact, fix the 11'8" bridge in the end, which, you know, which is very disappointing, but really it's just made the crashes, it's made them all the more savorable because they come farther from one another. You know, we wait longer between 11'8" crashes. Alright, I'm not sure what to do with this, though, because once we get into here, I don't know what to do with this river's edge. I mean, I know what to do, it's just going to be annoying because I already did it. I already put in, well, I guess I just did the texture, which we've got to come through and do the texture again anyway. It's not the end of the world. It's just rework. Rework. Hi, Lafayette. Let's go from here this way. Someone's got a squeaky toy, if you can't tell. This has been a big weekend for Lafayette. Well, actually it hasn't. He hasn't been able to see the family. He's just been home a bunch, which is a shame. But a couple weeks ago we got to see his cousins and stuff. He got to go over to my dad's house and run around in the backyard. He had a great time. It always makes me happy when Lafayette's happy, not just because he's my son, but because it's always very entertaining to watch him be excited and run around. I mean, excited dogs are a wonderful thing. It's probably a subreddit for that, honestly. Oh, and it looks like it's going to be AI time pretty soon. Oh, Gloria has just realized that there will be gastric distress because of the incredibly cheesy pizza. So let's prune this a little bit. Again, I think we're going to need to come through a lot of these fields and sort of trim them up, get them to be the right size, because they're not perfectly square and they're not even perfectly aligned. Uh, they are, I think, exactly 1 kilometer per side or something like that, which doesn't really align with the overall grid, or maybe they're half a mile. I can't recall. Uh, it doesn't align with the overall grid. It doesn't align with the underlying grid. Uh, it's not. Yeah, it's not easy being cheesy, and it's not easy dealing with this because they just don't line up. The more I mess with it, the less they line up. Uh, I'm straight up not having a good time. I just have to go and like look at. I might end up redoing all of these. I might end up just drawing out a grid and then just filling it in with texture and color. The real time saver is doing the real time saver is the roads and the grass along the edges, but even still that's not they're not good. It's not passable. I don't like it. I mean, I wonder how it'll look when you're on a train just like zipping through. It'll look very flat is what. Um Here, I'll hide the search filter for now because we don't need it. We're getting the big swaths of things done. These last couple episodes for this area has been big gestures when it comes to work, getting work done. Um, yeah, look how poorly that's lined up. That bugs me. And honestly, it bugs me a little bit less knowing that there's probably very little I could have done to avoid that. But still, it's not, you know, it was supposed to look nice with little effort, but that's not a thing. Uh, there we go. Let's put that there. But yeah, once I get this website squared away, back to Local Royale, which is sort of the hit show. Um, I would also like to do something with Heist and them. Uh, God damn it. There we go. I would like to do something with the 3/4 of an idiot or so. With regard to that, as like a we're back, we're open for business sort of thing, and I can only imagine that getting that word out to Heiss's subscriber base, right, um, would do wonders for the sales of the cards. Because when we did the Unrailed thing, that was like within the last hour or two of the sales of Badge 2 on the Kickstarter. And it threw us over the limit. I mean, it threw us over the thing. And some people were like, "Oh, I just got in right under the wire, whatever." I really hope that you know, I mean, the tough part about them is getting the word out. That's why I'm always doing the buy trading cards bit. It's not necessarily because what happens if you decline en passant? Brick to PP. It's not because of like, you know, begging and pleading to get people that hear me say it 100 times to buy the cards, but it's the one or two people that have maybe never heard it before and going, what cards? You know? All right. Let's do this. Um, do this. Anyway, it's just, it's not going to be great. It's not going to be perfect. It's going to be okay. There we go. If Charlotte didn't look that good, yeah, it does not look good. Uh, I mean, it looks like a checkerboard, but it's because I had like 5 colors and I just keep copy pasting squares. Oh, my nose again. It's just that time of the season, I guess. Um, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab these 3 and spin it around and put the yellow one here. What if, now hear me out. Okay, I'm hearing you out. Chessboard in Trainz. I need to... Give me a second. Um, yeah, there we go. All right, I just had to pull it up. I needed a visual reference. It's not going to be pretty, by the way. Mostly because I'm trying to draw it in Trainz. Um, I wanted it to be on center, but it's not. Uh, I feel like if I'm gonna keep this there, it's got to be better than this. Take a screenshot while you have the chance. Holy hell! All right, there we go. You're a bad influence. All right, back to work. Again, we're gonna wrap up here soon, or at least we're gonna go to the AI test. Again, I don't have anything new for the AI test, but there's a pizza waiting for me. Well, actually, Gloria's just waiting for me to cut the pizza, really. If you bring it in here, I'll cut it. Oh, wait, I wanted... What? Because I'm doing a thing. Let's, could make, like, a dirt bike thing somewhere and have it look like that. That'd be really funny, actually. It's a crop circle is what it is. It's the chess-playing aliens. Do I have a UFO? Is there a UFO asset on the DLS? Oh, did I have a look at the move to terrain command? No, that's what I was supposed to do. Oh, that's right. Thank you for reminding me. Hold on. Let me... You know what? Hold tight for like 5 minutes while I go and cut this pizza, and then the rest of the stream will be that, and I'll just eat the pizza later. Because I do need to figure that out. I was thinking about that right before we got started, and yeah, I need to check the move to train command. Alright, let me save and exit. Exit surveyor. Save. Hold tight, I'll be right back, don't go anywhere. Move to train command. Gotta find it on the DLS first. Manage content. Let's just do this really quick so you guys can see me looking. Move to... Nope. Oh, there is a UFO? Hold on, I gotta go get that. On download station. That would be a good place to start. Need to select download station. Mars... Oh wait, I can just type in UFO, probably. Mars UFO unit. Awesome, downloading. Need that for later. Oh no. You has finished the song. This is gonna be bad. It's gonna be a disaster. Oh, it's doing the countdown. Alright, there we go. Move to... Move to train at track mark. Excellent. I'm not gonna try to do that right now. What will you do with your Soviet chum? Hopes for a revolution will not come. Building a roundhouse he hides for a while. What will you do if he's put on trial? Okay, we downloaded that. Sign not to be moved. Let's just go into a test route and see if we can get this to work. Select route. I should have a test route somewhere. Short story. Call a boxcar to help. I wonder what I use this for. Okay, so I need to make a little thing for like a proof of concept rig. I've got to maneuver some stuff around. All right, I think I know how I'm going to do this. Let's take you. Let's just stick you over there. Let's stick you over here. And I assume it will work like this, although I want to move this track mark to the front, because that is where he will have pulled up to, where this locomotive will have pulled up to. Let's move this guy out of the way for a second so I can extend the siding. Stretch that out. Actually, no, I'm going to try it the harder way. Edit in Surveyor Classic. Move this back to here. And then I will say... Yeah, okay. Here's the plan. This is the plan. Do I have anything set up for driver setup right now? Yeah, clear all this out of here. Let's see. Get these out of here. Get this out of here. This was just a testing rig. I'm going to remove these. I'm going to remove everything that I don't need right now. What are these 282s? Oh, horns. Just lots of horns. All the horns. Remove. Remove. Add another driver. You. Vehicle. Steam engine. Oh wait, no. I only want the one driver. Don't do that. Oh yeah. Yes, remove all drivers first. GB9 blue. Wait for... Where's wait for? Wait for 10 seconds. And then drive to track mark. Let's say line 1? Which one is line 1? I won't be able to see it, huh? Because I don't have the right window up. I'm going to assume line 1 is the one on the right. Why would it be the one I expect it to be? Yes, baby? I gotta figure something out. Don't wait for me. Eat it while it's hot. Well, we can do that afterward. If you want to wait. But, what am I looking for? Move to. Starts with an M. Move to train at track mark. Yes, that's the one I want. Driver setup. Here. GP9 blue. Drive to line 2, please. Drive to track mark line 2. Wait for 5 seconds so that it can actually come to a halt. And then move to train at track mark. Siding. Couple at track mark line 2. Drive to track mark end. Or well, just wait 5 seconds, then drive to track mark end. Now, let's see. Can this work? Create new session. In honor of my son, Eastrail. Hey, I must have traveled back in time. No, you've traveled forward to after I've put this wonderful new graphics card on my computer. And also because Jebediah has showed me a command that I did not know existed, which I'm extremely excited because it will make the electric helpers work. Possibly, hopefully, if it does what it says on the tin. I'm gonna have to continue this test. Like, this is gonna be a multi-part test. But this guy, long good forward, because it's cool. Line ahead is clear for 2 blocks. That's funny. That's a funny color for line ahead is clear for 2 blocks, but sure. Did I? Yeah, it sure is. This engine is really useful. Do I have any fun features on this? Nope. Oh wow, he's gassing it. I'm just gonna open, like I can open the doors. Hi. I should definitely have a locomotive do that in the Iron Horseman Chronicles or something, just like waving its door to say goodbye. Oh, I know who would do that. Okay, yeah, I have an answer already. Alright, so it's gonna pull up to this track mark. And it's gonna wait here. Sir Tom Matt's Wild Ride. Oh, okay. It went. I should have given it an extra 5 seconds or something, because it went a lot faster than I expected. So now this guy is gonna go, and he's gonna couple up to the other train, and then he's gonna drive that way. And I'd like to add just like a loop around so that I can then have it come back and pull the engine off and then continue on its way. This is like the opposite of what we would be doing, though. If I had some more... Oh, I do have some Zion and Skyline stuff. I think I have like a 2882 that I could use for this. As like a proper test. I mean, you guys are still looking at my windowed mode here. So I can pull up the map. Where's the map? Maps. Tolbrand. The big PNG. So he's going to do his thing. This is probably going to be here. We're going to have that electric transfer sort of dealio. Even though it doesn't... It is one of the longest tunnels on the peninsula, which is why it would make sense to have it here. It's also very heavily trafficked, which is why it wouldn't make sense to have it like here, which is what my initial thought was. The tunnel by Columbia. And none of these other tunnels are important enough for it. I mean, the one near Raven Bridge is long, but it's really just a choke point for other reasons. Not because it's having a lot of a lot of locomotive traffic, or a lot of train traffic, which it does have a lot of train traffic, but that isn't the reason it's a choke point. So I found it despite the fact that the track mark was behind it, which is sort of what I was hoping for. That's why, I figured I'll give it the hard test first and then try the easy test later. But we don't really have a place on Tobrin where we can employ this yet. I mean, we can do helper service, but there's not really a place where we need to do helper service. The place where we would have needed to do helper service at Lionhead no longer does helper service. Although, we could do it a little bit in Olive. Would you look at that? I swear, I went looking for this command. I don't know if it's a recent addition to the world of Trainz, but I swear I went looking for a command that did exactly this. Because I knew that's what it would take. You know? I knew it would be a... It would be a problem that is solved by this very solution. I just didn't know if this solution was going to be a thing. The other thing is, the VMR would have a couple of jank 2662s they throw on the back of Trainz. Yeah, perhaps. The other thing is, I wonder how this works when the locomotive in question already has a driver. Which is kind of the big question that I have that I really need to test before we go any further. So, let me edit this. Let me edit this, and let me... Let me extend this further. Let's extend it to here. It kicks the driver off the locomotive? That's perfect. That is perfect. Okay, listen, I'll take your word for that because I want to go eat this pizza while it's warm. I mean, if you guys want to look at AI, we can just pop out and look at AI for the next, 50 minutes or so. But I'm going to be muted and it's just going to be going. But there's nothing new that I really have to share and no new ground that we're going to cover in 50 minutes. Especially if I'm not here paying attention to it. So, will the driver get back on when the loco is uncoupled? I would assume not, which is fine. It's a good thing. So, I guess I'll just wrap it up here then. I'm back. Hopefully I'll be back again next week. Normal schedule. And we'll be doing Sunday driving over the weekend, I would expect. So, route building on MPS, and maybe a little route driving. We will see. Next time, maybe we could do some AI to sort of smooth over some of the passenger ops. I know I should be taking notes on all those things and making those changes. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next week.